Bengal, ladies and gentlemen. When we were shattered, we were offered money. The biggest disclosure the RG victims' family made on Wednesday as they joined the protests at the RG lighting candles along with their daughters, colleagues, and also friends to demand justice. The father alleged that they had reached the hospital on 9th August at 12:10 p.m. in the afternoon and they left at 7 p.m. They wanted to preserve the body, but it was cremated. The father further alleged that a senior police officer offered them money, bribe, while their daughter's body lay right next to them. He said that when his daughter's body was at their home, the DC North tried to bribe them with money and that they had replied accordingly. The victim's father even alleged that some police officers had tried to get his signature on a blank sheet of paper, but he tore it up and threw it away. The victim's father then said that when they returned home, they found about 300 cops standing outside and they created such a situation that they were forced to cremate her.
যখন আমার মেয়ের দেহ আমার ঘরে সাইতো ছিল তখন ডিসি নট আমাদের ঘরের একটা গলিতে ঢুকে ঘরের ভেতরে তিনি আমাকে টাকা দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করেন এবং তার যা জবাব দেওয়ার আমরা সঙ্গে সঙ্গে সেই জবাবটা দিয়ে দিই
আমরা বডিটা বের করার সময় তো অনেকবার বারণ করেছিলাম প্রশাসনকে যে আমাদের সময় দিন কিন্তু জানি না আমাদের বডিটা বের করার জন্য এত কি তাড়া ছিল
তারা একটা সাদা কাগজ দিয়ে বলছে আপনি এর মধ্যে সই করে দিন আমরা যা যা দরকার আমরা এর মধ্যে লিখে দেবো আপনি এখন টেনশনে আছেন
There's more proof to this cover-up bid. The former principal, a day after the horrific rape and murder, attempted a massive cover-up. On 9th August, Abhaya's body was recovered and on August 10th, Sandeep Ghosh issued a notice on renovation. Sandeep Ghosh directed the renovation of the room adjacent to the seminar hall. Why did this happen if this was not a cover-up attempt? Most importantly, what the family of Abhaya have said is shocking, ladies and gentlemen. They have said it in full public view. Priyanka Tibrewal, spokesperson of West Bengal BJP with us, Professor Manojit Mandal with us, Trinamool Congress supporter, a political analyst, he's also an academic. Dr. Anand Ranganathan stays on with us. Priyanka Tibrewal,
yes.
The call now, the demand has been action or transfer, shunting, resignation of the Kolkata Police Commissioner. But in this case, Abhaya's father has actually named the DC North.
Correct. Anand, so from the very first day when everything was coming up between whatever was happening there at the Arjikar, when it came in front of us, all of us could smell that there is a foul play. All of us could smell that, there is something which is being covered, which is being done to cover up everything. Now, what was that which was the government so afraid of? What were they trying to cover up? But everybody had questions in this regard. And, they were like behaving as if nothing has happened. And whatever has happened, they are there for justice. They will do their best so that justice is delivered. We saw them walking on the streets that we need severe punishment. Then just 2-3 days back, we've seen that they are coming up with laws, that we need new laws, we need stringent punishment, exemplary punishment with this stringent laws. Actually, what is required is this is not the right time for preventive measures or curative measures. The correct time here is to speak about those who are complicit in the crime, who have tried to cover up things, who have tried to haste up all the procedures so that the proper investigation is not done. What was the need? That is what we were asking. You, me, everybody, we were saying that what was the need for this hurried cremation? Now the family has opened up their mouth. They have said that it was not done after asking them, but much before that, the police was ready for this cremation. Many a times as advocates, Anand, I will tell you, it has happened that when the family has raised any kind of doubt, then there is a second postmortem which is done, which happened in the case here also sometimes back in Calcutta itself. But they did not leave the body. They cremated it in haste. And to our shock, we've come to know that the father said to the media that some money is required after you do the cremation procedure and everything. That payment also the police people paid. They did not wait for the father to make that payment. Now they were in such a hurry
See,
that something they had to hide.
the person at the cremation grounds has said that cops came and hurried it. There were two other cremations that were
Yes.
due, and they said they superseded that and hurriedly cremated Abhaya's mortal remains. Now the father
Not
is
just
saying that
that,
when they got home, there were about 300 cops. If this was not a pressurizing tactic, then what was? They said they forced
what
us to
was
go
it?
ahead and agree to cremate her. Now, Manojit,
Until date, her house is cordoned, their house is cordoned. Police people are standing outside their house to keep an eye to whom the parents are meeting, with whom the parents are talking. It is surrounded by police. Not just that, see, the other day the chief minister was saying that we can give 10 lakh rupees. 10 লক্ষ টাকা তো আমরা দিতেই পারি, which meant कि 10 lakh रुपया तो हम दे ही देंगे. Now the father has also said that the police offered them money. What was that money for? That is the question.
okay, is this fair, Manojit Mandal?
No, Mr. Anand, I think the same parents a long time back, I think this was shown by All India Trinamool Congress in their press conference, when specifically asked this question that why do you offer the money by the police? They flatly denied, saying that please do not spread such rumors. And these videos, I think, is everywhere. Your media channel is also having the video. So we are also now confused. I am not saying that the
May I
victim
ask
of
you
the parents
when
of
is
the-
that report from that you just showed? May I ask you what date is that report that you've just showed?
It was around
Okay.
12th August, 12th, 13th August, even after CBI took over. This the same, they said the same thing even after 18th August. Specifically
No,
so.
no, 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 no.
Now, please,
He's wrong.
Mr.
Okay,
Mr. Anand, this is the-
Priyanka
this is the
Tibrewal,
way
let
the
him make his
debate
point.
goes
Let him
on.
make his
This is-
point. Then you can
this is
please
very
counter.
sensitive issue.
He
I have
he
come-
heard you out, so let him make his
Yes.
point. My only query
So
was
I-
that what
I
date
also-
is the report that he is quoting. Now he has said 12th August. Please continue, Manojit Mandal.
Not just on 12th August, Anand, even on your sister channels on 18th August, in 19th August, much after CBI took over, they gave clean sheet to the chief minister and also to the police. Now even we are confused. There could be some truth in there saying, I'm not doubting at all. Even that should come under investigation. What we are looking at, even if that DC Central, DC North, whoever he is or she is, if they are complicit, they have misled. What is the CBI doing, my dear friend? The same question we'll be asking. First, you said the deputy super of the hospital, she was probably called in by the CBI. If she called up with a malicious intention of saying that this was suicide, she should also be booked under law. If what the parents of the victim are saying yesterday, if that is true, even then the DC North, East Central should be booked by the police CBI. What is the CBI doing? We have to understand. Now it's almost 25 days CBI into investigation. How many more arrests? How many more arrests? Sandeep Ghosh was arrested for a different reason. And that's fine. If he has done something wrong, he should be hauled up. He should be booked for the corruption cases, if at all there are cases. But we also know, Mr. Anand, the corruption cases by CBI for the last 10 years, since 2014, Shadda, Nadda, nothing has happened. Sandesh Khali rape, mass murder, whatever, 6 months back, nothing has happened. I'm not even talking about other states. I'm talking about CBI's track record in Bengal. In last 3 years, 32 CBI cases, 3 NIA cases. Even for the two clubs were fighting, NIA were roped in. No results. What are the results? I want to humbly ask for NIA, CBI, and also the honorable judicial the judges in Calcutta High Court, because my lords, my humble submission, please look into the cases. I am a taxpayer. Forget about my political identity. I want to ask this very simple question. 10 years Sarda, 8 years Narda, and
Don't try
the case
to
is-
delay
one minute. Priyanka
What is
ji,
happening?
Priyanka ji, don't.
What is happening? What is
don't.
happening?
Okay, now,
We want to know.
Manojit Mandal, I know you are in a tough position, but let me ask you this, and I'm just parking it here. It was these parents itself who went to the courts and said that don't wait till Sunday, transfer this case to the CBI at the earliest for an impartial judgment or an impartial investigation. They did that on the 13th. It was on the 14th and on the 13th the courts ordered. A day on the 12th, if the parents have said that they don't have a problem, that's what you quoted, they don't have a problem with the cops or the chief minister. But after the investigation moves to the CBI, they have the confidence to come out and speak their mind. Is that not reflective of the kind of intimidation they would have faced, or how scared they were under the Home Minister and Police Minister of the state, and also the Chief Minister, or who's also the Health Minister of the state? I'm leaving it there. Anand Ranganathan, and then please we'll take it forward. Let everybody say their piece. Yes.
You know, Anand, I will say things very briefly because there are two panelists out here and they've had their say. I want to make just one very small remark. Whatever Professor Manojit Mondal has said can be true or can be a lie. The fact of the matter is, if we go by what he's saying, that the father of the deceased said something totally opposite on 12th of August to what he's saying right now, obviously that would have to be verified, and there are many other parameters that would come into it. As you rightly said, was he coerced into saying that, or was he intimidated into saying that? That's another matter. The thing is, let us not muddy the waters, especially when it comes to the father of the deceased. I am going to deal with only two facts here, and I want Professor Mondal to answer them because they are public documented facts. They're not if or buts. What he said, he denied later. What he denied first, he's saying now no. And those two facts are, Professor Mondal, is it not a fact that the father of the deceased was the first respondent and the person who filed the FIR after 10 hours of autopsy? It was not the hospital, it was not the director or the medical principal of the medical college, it was the father who filed the FIR, number one. And number two, is it not a fact that the health minister of the state promoted the principal or the head of the college where the rape took place to another esteemed and iconic medical college until the High Court struck that promotion down? These are verifiable facts. You can't say that this didn't happen on 12th August, it's happening now. This is documented. Is it true or is it not? Just answer that.
I'll answer. First of all, my dear friend, Dr. Ranganathan, even on the 18th of August, I said it clearly, longing to the investigation by CBI, the parents of the victim, the very unfortunate parents of the victim, they said the same thing about the Chief Minister and the Kolkata Police. So it's not about 12th August or before the CBI investigation. Coming back to the question of Mr. Sandeep Ghosh's transfer, I have made it amply clear that transfer could have been avoided, might be a wrong move. But again, the caveat is, how did that transfer compromise investigation into this case? We want to know that. Let the CBI find that out. If the transfer was malicious to compromise the investigation, there should be some more arrest. Sandeep Ghosh should have been arrested in this particular case only. But he was arrested for a different reason. That case was transferred to CBI.
Sandeep Ghosh will not be arrested there. Manojit Mondal, you are a master with words, so I'll compliment you there. But Sandeep Ghosh will not be arrested for his transfer. The action was done by the state. And the action was done by the health minister of the state. So the culpability and the answerability is on the health minister of the state. So that's one part. The CBI's mandate of investigation, the CBI has 90 days when it has to file its charge sheet. So it has to get to the bottom of it. It's also on record that despite the day after this incident occurred, renovation orders were passed right next to the seminar hall by the principal. If there is a murder that has happened there, there is an act of assault and a death of a resident doctor has happened there. Why would the principal order renovation, and why did the health minister of the state not question, how dare you try and cause anything around the evidence area or the area of incident when the act itself has not been closed and this whole place has not been sanitized? Why did the renovation happen? Why did the police minister of the state was clueless of a mob of 5,000 invading RG Kar hospital on the intervening night of 14th and 15th of August?
These are two
questions. So all of these should be not considered at all. That was a trail of evidence destroyed willfully. Around the same time, should this question not be asked, were the parents under huge amounts of pressure by the system itself?
I will answer. First of all, destruction of evidence. Has the CBI come into the public domain saying that
They will do it only when they file the charge sheet, sir. Right now, they have got to investigate. It's 25 days. They have, as per law, 90 days to file the charge sheet.
No, hang on. I'm contesting your argument. You have to allow me to speak.
Please allow
First
me.
of all,
He's spoken a lot.
Hang on. There are CCTV footages, scientific evidences, there are forensic evidence. We get to hear that.
The parents, no. Why was there a hurried cremation after the first autopsy? Why was there? Okay, Priyanka Tibrewal.
It was done under the camera.
Okay, Manuji, please yield. I have limited time, so please yield. Yes, Priyanka Tibrewal was spoken only once. Yes, Priyanka Tibrewal.
They are trying sham, dam, done the bhed, everything to stop the protest. You see, the only intention of the Chief Minister and the government is that anyhow this protest should stop. The people should not be on the streets. Now, they tried doing that by force by sending their goons to invade the hospital. You already mentioned that. Now, whosoever is trying to do this, they are intimidating them. They're telling the doctors, we'll throw you out of jobs. This intimidation also we have seen. Their MLAs and MPs are saying that doctors are butchers. We have seen that. Now you see, this is, Mamata Banerjee came with the latest, with that law. She said, I'm coming up with a new law, stringent law. What was the need of that law? Trinamool and the government says that according to NCRB, there are no crimes in West Bengal. As per their data, there is no crime. If there is no crime in West Bengal, what forced them to come out with such a stringent law? This is nothing but only a tactics so that people are quiet and
see,
there
I
is
tell
no
you,
protest.
the law, the current system under the BNS and even the state laws itself was robust enough if the intent was there and the will was there. I have to wind up, but you're showing something, Anand Ranganathan. What is it?
No, just to refute Professor Mandal, I am stating the CBI, what CBI told the Supreme Court. And it would be perjury if CBI is lying. Quote, everything was altered at the crime scene, unquote.
Correct.
Okay.
This is not true.
So no, it's something which they have told the Supreme Court. It's already printed. It's documented. It's documented. We've got a.
They allowed 40 people in the seminar room, but they were not allowing the parents. For
my
3
point
hours.
is, even about
You have the
10%.
main accused
Please
under
hold your heart. Please hold your hand to your heart and accept that even if 10% of what has transpired in Bengal around the brutalization and murder of Abhaya, had it happened in any other state, what would have been your tone and line of questioning and argument, Mr. Abhijit Mondal, and anybody else who's trying to say that all is well and everything is all right, and those who are asking questions are all wrong. I'll leave you with that thought. Thank you very, very much to all our guests. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, startling turn of events, ladies and gentlemen. A formal arrest has been made. A spy within the US establishment itself. Office of the New York governor. How deep does this rot run? Stay with us.